On a Friday night in Algiers, tens of thousands of young men filter through heavy security checks to take their places in the concrete stadium of a professional stadium. In February 2019, hundreds of thousands of citizens flooded these same city streets for the Hirak protests, a movement that eventually brought down the government. The anthem of that revolution was La Casa del Moradia, a stadium chant originally written by the ultras of a local Algiers football club. While the Algerian parliament and public squares were heavily surveilled and restricted, the stadium terraces operated as a free zone for speech. For years leading up to the uprising, the youth used these stands to voice their specific grievances against President Abdelaziz Bouteflika and his 20-year regime. To understand the Algerian fight for modern sovereignty, you have to analyze the pitch rather than the parliament. In 1958, the Algerian War of Independence was entering its fourth year of brutal armed struggle against French colonial rule. During this conflict, 30 professional Algerian players secretly defected from their French league clubs and gathered in Tunis to join the independence movement. These players abandoned lucrative careers and faced immediate imprisonment for desertion and permanent bans from FIFA. Rebranding as the Équipe du FLN, they embarked on a world tour with a non-negotiable demand. Every host nation had to fly the Algerian flag and play their national anthem. The French state responded by lobbying FIFA for non-recognition and threatening any nation that played them with severe economic sanctions. Despite the pressure, these matches functioned as diplomatic propaganda, establishing the legitimacy of an Algerian nation before its formal legal existence in 1962. By the 1980s, football transitioned from an independence tool to a primary means of asserting global presence. Lakhdar Belloumi became a national icon after scoring the winning goal in a historic 1982 World Cup upset against West Germany. That reputation grew with Riyad Mahrez, who famously won the 1987 European Cup with an audacious backheel goal that became a symbol of Algerian pride. These homegrown legends established a national style characterized by technical flair and fluidity on the pitch. Their success proved that Algeria could compete with and defeat its former colonizers on the world's most watched stages. Today, that pride remains rooted in working-class neighborhoods like the Kasbah, where loyalty to local clubs is absolute. In these stands, organized supporter groups known as ultras use massive, coordinated tifos to display messages that bypass state censorship. Dedicated musical divisions record songs in the local Darja dialect, using football to deliver scathing critiques of corruption and economic despair. Fans also use the stadium to voice international solidarity, frequently displaying Palestinian symbols alongside the Algerian flag. This political culture extends to the diaspora, where players born in France, like Riyad Mahrez, actively choose to represent Algeria as a reclamation of identity. After a career at Manchester City, Mahrez captained the national team to the 2019 AFCON title, further bridging the gap between diaspora and homeland. Whether in the suburbs of Paris or the stands of Algiers, football remains the primary language of Algerian political identity. The 2019 Hirak movement was powered by fans who treated the street like the stadium, exporting their weekly rituals of chanting in unison and pushing past police lines. The defecting FLN players of 1958, the modern diaspora stars, and the chanting ultras of today operate as a single, unbroken chain of resistance. As public assembly faces tightening restrictions across the country, the stadium remains one of the last functioning pressure valves for public expression. In Algeria, every 90-minute match is a reminder of a national identity that was born in revolution and continues to be voiced in the stands.